Hi there, little adventurers. Welcome back to Giggle and Grace Bible Adventures. Today, we're going to hear an amazing story about a brave and beautiful queen who saved her people. Her name is Esther. Are you ready? Let's jump into the story. Once upon a time, in the land of Persia, there was a king named Ahasuerus. He was a powerful ruler and lived in a grand palace. But the king had a problem. He needed a new queen. So, he sent out a decree to find the most beautiful women in the land. Among these women was a young Jewish girl named Esther. Esther was kind, humble, and very beautiful, but she had a secret. She was a Jew, one of God's chosen people. Esther was raised by her cousin Mordecai, who loved her very much and always gave her wise advice. When the king saw Esther, he was so impressed by her beauty and grace that he chose her to be his queen. But even as queen, Esther kept her Jewish identity a secret, just as Mordecai had advised. Now, in the king's court, there was a wicked man named Haman. He was the king's top advisor, but he didn't like the Jews at all. In fact, he came up with a terrible plan to destroy them all. Haman convinced the king to sign a decree that would allow all the Jews in Persia to be killed. When Mordecai heard about this evil plan, he was heartbroken. He sent a message to Esther, urging her to go to the king and beg for the lives of her people. But Esther was afraid. You see, in those days, no one could go to the king without being called, even the queen. If she did, she could be put to death. But Esther knew she had to do something. She told Mordecai to gather all the Jews and ask them to fast and pray for 3 days. Esther prayed too, asking God for courage. After 3 days, she put on her royal robes and bravely went to see the king. To Esther's relief, the king welcomed her with a smile and held out his golden scepter. This meant that Esther was safe and could speak to the king. She invited the king and Haman to a special banquet, where she planned to reveal Haman's wicked plan. At the banquet, Esther told the king everything, that she was a Jew, and that Haman's plan would destroy her people, including herself. The king was furious when he heard this. He ordered that Haman be punished for his evil deeds, and Haman was taken away. Because of Esther's bravery, the king made a new decree that saved all the Jews in the land. Esther had saved her people from a terrible fate. Esther's story reminds us that God can use anyone to do great things, no matter how young or scared they might feel. With faith and courage, we can stand up for what's right and help others, just like Queen Esther. Thanks for joining us on this royal adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing Bible stories. See you next time.